Welcome to Linda's TV show. If it is your first time of stopping by or coming across my YouTube channel, you are highly welcome. Please, I beg you for this favor, click on that red button that says subscribe. Beside the red button is a notification bell. Turn the bell on so that anytime I upload a new video, you will be the first person to check it out. I appreciate each and every one of you who always come back to watch my videos. Like you know, I present news on daily basis to you. So after watching the video, you are free to criticize and leave your comment constructively. Share the video. Yeah, you can share it to your family, friends, anybody that you can, so that they themselves will be informed. Now I present to you another interesting or informative video which we are going to watch together. Yeah, I'm going to watch this video together with you. Then we'll come to the comment section.
He suffers or is trained by his parents. Anyway, comes out, goes to school, graduates, gets a good job, make money, be very successful, marry, train his children, and help one or two persons, and is satisfied, he relaxes. He's known by the community. He's a good guy. Then there are others who came into this world, not just for their families. They came to die for others to be happy, to live. They came to sacrifice themselves for others to have things, to put food on their table. They know when people weep, when people are mourning. They cry with them. Some girls, during their periods, they don't have money for toilet rolls. People like Apoki don't understand that kind of thing. Because when I was with him in Church of God Mission, he never got up one day to give me a dime. He was a doctor. I do go to his office. He never raised 1 naira, 100 naira to give to me. I said, take, my friend. Never did it. When I told Apoki, listen to me. When I told Apoki, I was staying in one room and I lost that room. Not that we didn't pay. The landlord wanted us out. Because the girl whom he was befriending in that compound had issues with me. I'm not interested in her to be her boyfriend or something. I don't know why she had issues with me. So she reported me to the landlord. The man insisted that I should leave the compound. One day, this kangaroo coach came and bundled my things, removed it. I was preaching in a church. After about 3 years, the man who led that kangaroo team came to me after service and said, do you know me? I said, no. He said he was the one that led the kangaroo soldiers, the policemen that came and took my thing and locked it up. That he has come to apologize to me. That he has seen that I'm a man of God. He took me to his house. I prayed for him. That one went. You know, I don't allow things to disturb me. I am moving forward because I know why God called me to do something. And I'm not here about measuring how much money. They measuring themselves by themselves, comparing themselves among themselves. I'm not wise. I'm not here to measure money with anybody. So if Apoki is fulfilled because his children are married or they're in university or maybe I have grown-up children too. So the fulfillment comes in stages. So my own fulfillment is not because I take care of my family. He says I'm in America enjoying. So did he expect me to remain? Apoki should understand that things have changed. God has raised me up and he cannot stop it. Even at my basest level in life, I was dealing with the high and mighty. When I started the ministry, the first day I started preaching, the first man that called me to come and preach in the church was John Eze, CPM, the coordinator of CPM Imo State. I preached in their headquarters. That is how I have been moving. Even at the basest level of my life, I move with the high and mighty. It's God who did, and I don't have money. At the basest level of my life. Then when I started making money, I bought a car. Somebody bought a car for me instead. Let me say it. That's the truth. I was being invited to come to Aso Rock by Jonathan's age to come and be part of them. I was going there. When I saw things were not going fine, I criticized it. They removed me from the list of ministers that come to. I left joyfully. I didn't go back again. So if God has raised me to be a prince among our people or to be a voice to speak in the international community, Apoki should swallow it and deal with it. We are not competing with each other in life. I don't envy people. And therefore, if you begin to make comments to denigrate my person, because you want to show that you are an authority among the Igbos and you are an advocate, and then you're still speaking of Nigeria, I'm very sorry. You're making a mistake, Dr. Poki. You did not speak wisely. You did not consult wisely. You should have put your phone and called me. I'm sure I'm not going to have this altercation with you again. If indeed you're a man of God and you are really true to yourself with your education, you would have delved into the history of Nigeria to know how Nigeria came up. Nigeria is a lie. It's a business that was set up by the British called the Royal Niger Company. Then, in the process of trying to amalgamate these different regions so as to, solidify the strength of the business to fit the British crown and their people for years, they called it Nigeria, Niger area, those that were living within the Niger area. And therefore, we were not consulted to be brought into this contraption. And therefore, systematically, we've been decimated by people that raised up the Fulanis. So, if you understand history, Dr. Poki, you wouldn't be saying you're a Nigerian. Because you can never be an intellectual and be a Nigerian. Being a Nigerian is the opposite of being an intellectual. And also, I begin to see that you fail to use common sense in your approach to issues. You fail to use common sense. You are too academic in your approach to issues. And that is why you have 80% of academics and 20% of common sense. That's why you go out to the public and begin to talk, open your mouth and begin to abuse people. For heaven's sake, Dr. Poki, I'm a 63-year-old man. I'm not the guy that you were with in Church of God Mission that honored and respected and served you guys. In my capacity as the youth general secretary, I played my role. Listen, let me tell you people, my being lifted up, I don't drag for position. But if I have an idea, I work towards it very well for the benefit of people. While we were in Church of God Mission, one day my bishop got up and said, I know you elders here are just here sleeping. You don't know. If I leave this church with Emeka, I'm sure he will be able to handle this church in my absence. Now, he thought that he was challenging them by using me to talk. But he did not know that by saying it, he was setting me up against principalities and powers that were in the church. And they were out to crush me. When I answered the call into the ministry, even he confessed to me that he didn't believe that I was called. Because when it was time for ordination, Aboki was ordained. Amai Mensah was ordained. Onka Kalu was ordained. All those that I started the ministry with, it was only me that was not ordained. They said they need to prove me in the ministry. 11 years I went into the field and walked. And then my bishop called me and ordained me. He said, yes, I know you're a man of God. I proved myself in the ministry. Dr. Poki knows Emeka Livingstone very, very well. That if it comes to issues, the things it's not my opinion, it's what the Bible says. I don't care if the Bible speaks against me. I'm willing to repent and turn from my wicked ways. I'm not going to stand to begin to prove to you so that you see me. That's why, look, there's so many things. You know why I don't pastor a church? God doesn't want me to. Because I wouldn't be able to. Because I don't believe in tithe. And members who love tithe, if they come to a pastor that don't believe in tithe, they will say that he doesn't want to prosper. Not only that I don't believe in tithe, the Bible does not speak about tithe in this dispensation. Because even the Jews don't take tithe. They ask you, there's no temple in Jerusalem. When you go to make sacrifice, why should you remove this and take this one? The point is, this is the new and everlasting covenant, sealed with the blood of Jesus Christ. And this covenant says, give your offering, serve God in spirit. Don't go, yeah, that reminds me, for a little, I'm digressing a little. I hear men of God, each time they say they are going to the mountain, they go and buy a piece of land on the mountain. That's where they go to pray. All these things are the things which you see in the Christian faith that people bring to attract people to themselves, and people foolishly follow them. And at the end of the day, they are disappointed. What is happening now in the Christian faith is a fallout of our mistakes as men of God. We have made series of mistakes. And when the thing was seen at the early stage, we were talking, nobody listening to us. Nobody listening to us about land deliverance. And they realized that it's not working. For all the land deliverance, Nigerians are still poor, Christians are still poor. All the tithe and offering they are giving, it has only built up the financial base of those leading in the church and not those that are being led. Because somebody asks you, say, you have not been prospering. They ask you, have you been paying your tithe? What has that got to do with it? The Bible says, he that soweth sparingly shall reap sparingly. So sow your seed. If it is offering, give an offering of 10 million naira. Give it to God and let God bless you. Don't walk based on the law, because the law made nothing perfect. It only brought in a better hope. This is the scriptures. And if I work, I will not take tithe from you. I will tell you. I try to build you up to come to the level where you too should be a preacher. And so if you are going to honor me that you honor me, I taught you. I'm not putting it under as a pressure because I'm working. I have to work to make my own money. In the church, when I was there, constantly, 7 days in a week, I was in the church. People mocked me and told me, I said, when others are busy doing business, you are there in the church. I was working in God's vineyard, waiting. The very day I gave my life to Christ, I knew it was going to be a long walk to success. I was willing to wait. And as God makes me succeed, you don't even know, you don't see it because I'm not here to begin to show you, talk about anything. If you have succeeded, you should help people. You should touch people's lives, those who are sick. You talk of people. When I told Apoki I lost my house, Apoki told me to go and sleep in the store. In my store at Aba, I was selling clothes. I should go and sleep in the store. I needed just 300 naira to pay for one room. I met Apoki and told him, I was a Sunday school teacher. What Apoki told me was, go and sleep in the store. And he's surprised that the Lord has raised me up. He said, I'm there enjoying in Maryland. What kind of thing? Did he see me on social media dancing that I'm enjoying? Or I went with, and even if I did, is that any of his business? Am I supposed to work under Apoki? So I should advise Apoki that he should mind how he talks. He should bring that video he did and redo it, because he spoke unadvisedly with his lips. He opened his mouth and was talking trash, nonsense. When I met you in word-based assembly, when Bishop Erumaka invited us, didn't I respect you? Even though I was in the ministry, you're older than me with 4 years. Bishop Humphrey Erumaka invited us in Lagos. I came and met you. You preached that day. He invited me in his program. Didn't I respect you? You told me you went to Madagascar. By that time you went to Madagascar, I had been to America and come back. If you don't know, on a preaching engagement, I was in North Carolina, in Raleigh. They hosted me there for 3 weeks. I was teaching in the church. That was the first time. 2013, when I met you in Bishop Word-Based Assembly in Okota. Didn't I respect you? Did I come to tell you I've been to America? You preached and said you were in Madagascar. I shook hands with you and said, God bless you, man of God. There was a coat you were putting, the designer coat that had something like leather in your hand here. Didn't I respect you? Why would you come out to Facebook and begin to talk trash? Do you know that Simon Epa has, do you know the level of sacrifice he has made for Biafran people? Is it wrong for him to advocate for his people? We only contend with soldiers. And before he did that, he told the whole world that look at what is happening in Biafra. You don't want to talk. We are going to raise an army to contend with Boko Haram members that repented and came into the Nigerian army, sent to the east to come and kill us. That they are killing our people. We are going to kill them back. Our people don't kill anybody. The war was taken into our land. We did not go there. Apoki, have you ever made any comment like that? Nonsense. It's the Biafran people that have supported you. They are the ones that have contributed more in your ministry. They are the ones that believe in you. Igbos. You stayed in their land for 15 years. None of them harassed you. You were welcome. I know you do stay in the pulpit and talk nonsense about the Igbos. None of them responded to you. I was there in Church of God Mission. And I didn't see it as somebody's begging me. Sonia, God bless you. So anyway, I just wanted to address Apoki. He's not an advocate for Biafra. Biafrans have voices that speak for them. Biafrans have Simon Epa. Biafra has autopilot. Biafra has Prince. Biafra has members that write, writers of conscience. Biafra has autopilot this thing, media. Anyhow they speak, they're speaking for Biafra. Biafrans have advocate. Apoki does not know it all to come out and start talking nonsense and trash. And you went as far as coming to denigrate somebody whom you know worked with you in the ministry for years. It all nonugika Chineke ganoku. You are the only person that will speak. So I shouldn't speak for my people. They're killing them. And I've advocated for those in the north. When did we say that people should kill people? Have you ever heard me go on Facebook for once to say, kill anybody that does not come out for, that makes the mistake of coming out to vote? After the exercise, we came out and told Biafrans, we did not enforce your sitting at home because we wanted people to do it out of their own volition. And Biafran spoke. What is wrong with Dr. Charles Apoki? Somebody should call him and advise him. He's flying out of the handle. He should be called to order. That he's older than Obi. He's older than Nigeria. What has that got to do with it? That Simon Ekpa doesn't know war. Did Simon Ekpa tell you that he wants to kill people? Are you not seeing what's happening in Biafra land? And you are still advocating that Biafra could be built inside Nigeria. What nonsense. That means you don't agree to us as a people that we are wise enough to ask for self-determination. No. It is we must listen to Apoki, who knows it all. And then we'll come out and begin to speak against leaders of the Biafran people, who are peace-loving people. Leaders that don't advocate for destruction. The same spirit Nnamdi Kanu is operating. Talking. That's what Simon Ekpa is doing. Talking. And we're trying to expand our base to reach out within the diplomatic circles and bring our case to the whole community of the world. Let them come in and discuss this issue. We want to be free from Nigeria. We want to be free from people like Dr. Charles Apoki. No, until we do it the way you want, Biafra will not stand. Biafrans don't have understanding. They are not wise enough. It is Apoki that is the wisdom for Biafra. Just like Tunde Bakare, just like Oraka, all these people that talk nonsense. If you could be angry to the extent of, making such vitriolic speeches on Facebook against people, how much more myself? They have raped our girls and our mothers, our sisters, our women. They have burned down our houses. They have killed our men. They have decimated us. We are being emasculated by these people. How much more? How much do you think that Mark Antony said, when the people had cried, Caesar had wept? Excuse me. Paul said, who is angry and I burn not? You can feel the amount of anger in me that they're killing my people. Yet, I advocate for a peaceful resolution. They should give us a referendum. And we did it during the election. And you have the temerity and the audacity to open your mouth and be talking. And when you are talking, you are addressing me without respect. Because you still see me as your Church of God mission. When you were the deacon, I was in the youth body. So you can address me anyhow without respect. Dr. Apoki, I'm a married man with children. Be very careful how you make your speeches. When Fulani, Kalu said, you have watched his ignorance. When Fulani destroyed his farm, and he was ranting. Now they have given him 300 million naira compassion. I don't know. See, I'm hearing this for the first time. That his farm was destroyed. He was ranting. Just ordinary farm. They did not rape your wife. They didn't rape your daughter. I know some of your children. One of them is called Ejiro. None of them are affected. Nonsense. You come and begin to talk trash. Nonsense. You don't speak of what you don't know. Leave the Igbo thing. Let the Biafrans fight their battle. We don't advocate bloodshed. We are asking for our right to live, self-determination. We don't want to stay in that contraption called Nigeria again. It is not working. Even Nigerians don't believe in Nigeria. And Nigeria will happen to you, Dr. Apoki. Whatever you have done in life and succeeded shouldn't come on Facebook. Don't come and be telling people how you have fulfilled, how you have succeeded. It's nonsense. How much do you have? Begin to look at your investment financially. What are you worth? Convert it into dollars. What is your worth? That you come out and begin to talk nonsense. What do you have that will be making you? But those Igbos who always see you as, I don't know what they see you as. That is their business. It's your business. We are not interested. Keep to yourself. And mind how you approach me. Mind how you approach me, Dr. Apoki. That if we were to sit down to discuss issues, you will not beat me on it. You discuss from your own area. I followed you. We worked together in the ministry. When you went to preach somewhere, we worked together. And you see me preach very well. We shake hands, we move. Why has the devil gone into you to come and start talking what you were saying? Have I offended you? Did I curse you? Have I ever mentioned your name to denigrate your person? Do you look at me like somebody who advocates for bloodshed? You should respect yourself. And don't let me hear this kind of thing. I'm not going to ask you to apologize to me, but behave yourself. I don't need your apology. I don't need your apology. Go and tell your people that that somebody is telling you to be very careful, because Biafra will come and you come to Biafra. We are going to welcome you. I don't believe in taking anger against anybody. Don't have to be silly. When you approach men like yourself, you have to watch your comments, watch how you talk. For heaven's sake, I am 63 years old. Don't talk to a man like that. I'm a grandfather, if you don't know. Dear friends, we don't advocate for violence. They are killing us in our land. But in defense of our fatherland, we may have to fight the enemy. And that is what I've always said. If Apoki and others are waiting for us to be annihilated, to be totally destroyed, then they will say there was once a people that lived. They will come and occupy our land. They have another thing coming. They have another thing coming. We are not going to allow them. We don't hate nobody. I have said it severally, that maybe if the Fulani state, Yoruba state, and Igbo state, in future, they may develop even at a high pace, that we may have diplomatic relationship. We could have ties, do business together. There are girls in Igbo land today. Igbo, you said we're sitting at home because we collectively agreed. What is your problem? How many? When don't you know that there are people in IDP camps in Benue State? Why don't you link up with men of God from Benue State and send relief materials to them to show you care? When they destroyed your land, you were ranting. They gave you compensation, big money, you ate it. Did I receive a dime from you? Did you send any to Igbo land that they are killing? Did you send your 300 million? I'm just hearing it for the first time. Did you send 30 million to Benue State to help the IDPs there? You kept the money to yourself. When you could know, it was in Igbo land that you were made. All the churches that invited you before they projected you to Church of God Mission in Benin, you started from Igbo land. You started from Aba. The Igbos have played a big role in your life. So don't tell them that Biafra can be in Nigeria. We want out. If you cannot support us, keep quiet and mind your business. And don't you dare in your whole life again approach me like that. If you don't have respect, nonsense. So, Biafrans, the issue is this. There is a problem going on. We told our people, I have a problem with the way some Igbos behave. There are stores being burned down in Lagos and everywhere. The governorship election is coming. If they tell you, don't go out, stay at home that day. This thing we've been saying, that don't go out to vote. Don't validate the election in Nigeria. Those of you in diaspora from within states, within the states in Nigeria, stay at home. Don't go and vote. Because when you go out in Lagos now, are you out of cowardice going to vote for Tinubu? You have validated the election. Will you, in defiance to the Yorubas, go and vote for Obi? You have violated them and they'll deal with you, and you have validated the election. Why don't you sit at home? Remove your hand from Tinubu, Obi, and Atiku and say, we are not going. That time we're telling you, you refused to listen. No. You were willing to spend your money to buy PVC. Obi, we told you, Obi, how can you, an Igbo man, they are killing your brother? Obi, whom you are going to stand for, doesn't talk anything. Now they have burned down your things in Ladikpo or whatever. He will not say anything. If he's going to say now, well, because he has lost the election. If the election was still on, he wouldn't say. Because all of you can die. They can burn down all your stores. As long as at the end of the day, he becomes the president of Nigeria. Then when he becomes president, like Jesus Christ, he will fix all things. Mr. Powerful. So when they tell you, Now, your things that have been burnt in is it IPOB? It's not IPOB. Killings in Nigeria had been from the beginning. Nobody, and basically their target has always been the Igbos. Nobody says anything about it. So if you are wise, sit at home. Extend the sit at home to Lagos, to Maiduguri, to Kano, all of you that go to vote. Don't go anywhere, stay. Let them do their thing, because you know that definitely they have already known whom they will appoint president. There's nothing you can do. If you go to the court of law, the court will favor them. You know, they went to the first one and Obi won. People are jubilating. You don't know the system of Nigeria. That one is to calm you down. That, there is justice. You have confidence. The second one will speak against you. And then the third one, they will seal it. When they seal it, bam, no more. From the Supreme Court, you're finished, you're done, nothing. Those people don't have conscience. Whether they die tomorrow of consequences of their action, they don't care. They don't know. So what we are telling people is, all this your jubilation will be as won the first case. Are you so? Where do you forget history? That's the strategy in Nigeria. They keep playing it to you over and over again because they know that you're dumb. If Nnamdi Kanu can be declared to be free and they refuse to listen, the federal government refused to listen, how do you think, even if the Supreme Court declares Obi winner, they would declare state of emergency? If you raise up, they'll crush you. And more so, they said the Supreme Court judge or whatever went and visited Tinubu. You can understand what is going on. You can understand that he spent, I don't know how true it is, $179 million to bribe INEC officials. I don't know how true it is. That runs into billions, hundreds of billions of naira. Spread it around. People have been made, they make money. So why are you talking about your Nigeria? So if you have sense, listen. Don't go out to vote for governorship or whatever. Stay at home. If you had listened to us when we told you, maybe those people that voted for B in Lagos, Igbos wouldn't have been, it would have been a Yoruba affair. But because they blamed you that you voted for B against Tinubu, they began to burn down your houses. If you had listened, we see further than you see. You are only looking at things from 270 billion naira. That's what they shared. That $179 million. If you had listened, stop looking at the monetary aspect. The problem with the Igbo man is always looking at things from how it will fill his own pocket. He's not looking at it, he's not looking at the larger picture for the collective good of Ndibo. And for once, God raised up a person like Nnamdi Kanu. And Simon is walking in line with that thing. Listen to me. Every one of us will give account of what he did to Biafra when Biafra comes. Every one of us will give account. The Igbo leader in the market there, Alaba or something, who came out and was talking, all that is, it's too late. When they were telling them, they refused. And I mentioned, I approached one evangelist.
Thank you so much, my wonderful viewers, for watching this video together with me from the beginning to the end. Like I said before, if you like what you see here, if you like what I do in this platform, as you have finished watching this video, please hit that red button that says subscribe and put on your notification bell to all notification. In that way, you'll be able to know when I upload a new video. Share my videos, leave your comments in the comment section constructively. Until I meet your way again in my next video, I still remain your Linda's TV show. Bye-bye.